Make sure it's still on. Yeah, it looks like it's still on. Make sure it's still. Yep. Okay, that's all on. Twitch chat is there. Yeah. Discord and Twitter. Twitch channel. Dear Hero. Copy that. Tweet that. Stream alerts. Everyone. Bum, 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 bum. I might as well throw one in Trolls as well, even though he's technically already going. Alright. Twitch window, ScumVM, and OBS. There we go. Hello, Mr. Eagle Beakster. Still just setting a few things up, and it's not quite 8:30 yet, so I'll be starting very soon. Hello, Tano Kitsune. Alright, let's press start on this. So I am using the emulated MT32 for this game as well. And this is the absolute lies that this game has DRM, well, not DRM protection, but has copy protection in the manual. It doesn't. Yes, cat? My cat's angry at me. Too bad for my cat. He's alright, James. Just let him go. It sounds so good on the MT32. I don't know what it would actually sound like in real life with a real MT32, because I've never heard one in real life, never had one. But I assume it would sound something like that, so, you know. We might as well watch the introduction. Though I can't remember if this has the bug joke in it. I can't see the scorpion, so it might not. In the parser version, you could look at things on this menu, in the EGA version, I should call it, I suppose. And there was a scorpion, and if you looked at it, it would tell you, congratulations, you found a bug in the game. But right-clicking doesn't do anything, so sadly, I don't think this one will. Yes, I do want to be a hero. Look, it's a vanity credit. Lorianne Cole. And Corey Cole, the husband and wife duo who made the Quest for Glory series. They're now making Hero U. I don't know how far along that is on its Kickstarter, if it's actually come out fully or not, or if it's still in beta testing. Dat Muzak. Oh, look, it's Mark Siebert. I've seen his name a few times. Introduction didn't actually do the whole, like, introducing anything about the game. So we've got Fighter, Magic User, or Thief. But we're doing a Magic User run, a Wizard run. And as he was named on my Twitter, his name will be, well, Keith, I suppose. Keith. In the EGA version, you can use plus and minus on your numpad. As well as the up and down keys, or the left and right keys. To add, if you add like 5 and remove 4, you actually get way more points back than what you spent. So you can use that to cheat and give yourself a lot more points than what you're meant to have, and make really powerful hybrid characters. Essentially, you can make what amounts to a paladin before paladins even exist. But we don't need to worry about any of this. Dodge, I probably need up a bit. The same with weapon use. I mean, I suppose magic a little bit, and intelligence a little bit. And I'll go with vitality. Actually, is vitality or strength going to give me more? Alright, vitality gives me more health. More health is important, because I'm going to have to get into some fights. I normally play this as a fighter, because I like the paladin run. So this is my first time really trying to complete the entire series as a wizard. The good old Wizwards. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are 2 people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. What an accurate guess. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. I love the guards don't actually guard anything. They don't go outside and check stuff. They're like, it'll be fine. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here. I'm Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Good luck in your quest. I can hear the yo-yo. I don't think I've ever heard that in the VGA one before. Schultz appears to be an affable old coot, content to smoke his pipe. There's a hardness behind his eyes, however, that gives you reason to believe that he's no pushover. There's more than a hint of ogre about this strange and bulky character. He seems cheerful, though. You should know, you came down from there. Fair enough. This town was named after the Barons of Spielberg. It used to be a lively place to be before the brigands came and drove all the business away. You can find a place to stay at the inn next door, not sleeping there. You can learn about jobs available at the Guildhall. Oddly, there's no space in there. Down the street. If you're interested in magic, you should visit the magic shop. Yes, I should. There is still plenty to do and see here in Spielberg. Baron? Baron Stefan keeps mostly to himself at his castle north of here. We haven't seen him here in town for years. I guess he's old. Just next to the inn is a small magic shop. The owner, Zara, will let you in if you have some abilities in that area. She's a strange one, alright. I'm pretty sure anyone can actually walk into the magic shop. Go talk to the innkeeper. He will help you there. The Guildhall is at the southwest corner of town. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go. Yes, it is. The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Wolfgang down at the Guildhall is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Just told me the same thing. Also, Guildhall is spelled differently this time. It doesn't have the capital H, and it does have the space. Yep, we already knew about that. Tell us about the brigands. There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear. That would be Abdul. The one who was robbed, he's staying at the inn, I believe. Yep. Innkeeper will help me there. Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave, foolish, or lucky, you might get some treasure. My friend, this world's filled with dangers. Sometimes I think it might be better to choose your danger rather than sitting around waiting for it as I seem to do. Oh, but enough of this philosophical rambling. I am content enough to be Sheriff of Spielberg. Alright, that was interesting. I never talked to him about danger before. You'll need to talk to the Baron about that, or go ask Wolfgang down at the Guildhall, which is just down the street. So maybe you're going to be a hero. Well, we could surely use one around here, what with all the brigands. We already know about those, so... You'll need to talk to the Baron about that. I already asked about adventure. Name. I am Sheriff Schultz Mistressen, and this is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Otto is a big help to me. He's very smart for a goon. His prisoners only suffer a few broken bones when he grabs them. It took a bit of doing to teach him to bring prisoners back alive, but he hardly ever forgets now. It's simple. When someone breaks the law and we catch them, we hold them prisoner. That all makes logical sense. And Otto does not want to talk to us. No, I'll just walk around. I was going to run around. But that's probably a bad idea. How much gold do I have? Got 4 gold, 10 silver. Alright. I've got the 5 food rations and that. Alright. Oh, should probably put the speed up a little bit. And the detail. I don't know what detail does in VGA games. This is like in every game. I have no idea what that does. That's better speed. It looks like a sculpture of some weird bat-winged creature. An ancient balance scale. Zara thinks it will help her maintain a sense of balance. You see a wide variety of arcane objects. For example, scrolls covered with mysterious symbols and arcane incantations. You see a wide variety... toaster oven. Very rarely used. Electricity hasn't been invented yet. Crystal balls. Useful only to those initiated in the ways of witches. Bottles of mephitic potions. Books dealing with sorcery, necromancy, and other occult subjects. So there's a lot of cool stuff that she's got hanging around here. It's alive! I am Zara, and my companion is Damien. Or Damiono. The items in this shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. That's me! I'm skilled in the use of magic. I am both human and fairy folk. I draw my power from both. My name is Zara, and this is my shop. We are people of power and magic, and live in the forest far beyond the mountains to the west. Power is the essence of magic, and that which the wizard shapes and is shaped by. Damiano is both my familiar and my friend. We share our lives and our magic. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I should ask about familiars. A familiar is a creature of magical abilities which has been summoned to serve the wizard. The summoning of a familiar is a most powerful spell and can be cast but once. It binds the wizard and the familiar to the ends of their lives. So that's why Erasmus can't get rid of Fenris. The more powerful the wizard, the more powerful the familiar, although you cannot always judge power by a familiar's shape. If you have the skill of magic, you can learn the way to cast spells by reading magical scrolls. Without the skill, you have no power. The more you practice spellcasting, the greater you shall become. The reason I'm playing the VGA over the EGA is because I believe the EGA is harder to actually level up your magic. It's harder for a wizard to play. I'm going to move my OBS a little bit, actually. I'm trying to find a good spot for it. That's a better spot for it. It was in an awkward position for me. There we go. So I'm trying to play the VGA version. I'm hoping I'll be able to play the wizard character, and I won't have to grind as much. Because I found in the EGA version, if you want to get Dazzle, you've really got to grind up a lot of magical power. You've got to get a lot of, what I'd call mana, to actually beat Erasmus. And I really do want to get Dazzle, even though it's a pointless and useless spell. You know, I'd like to have it. I'm just double checking nothing's dropped on the frames. Yep, still good. When you have mastered 9 spells, had the power to cast all, and proven yourself worthy by accomplishing a great deed, then you must undergo initiation to become a full wizard. There is a place in the distant south where you must journey, but first you must become a hero here. So that's when we go to WIT. Wizards Institute of something and technology, I think. It might just be Wizards Institute of Technology, actually. Not 2 T's. A wizard is one who both shapes magic and is shaped by it. Erasmus and I are the only wizards in this valley. Erasmus is a wizard and a spellcaster who knows much about this area. He lives in a tower northeast of town at the top of a steep mountain called Zorberg. Or Zorberberg. He can be very helpful. He can be very beautiful. He can be very helpful if approached properly, but he has a strange sense of humor. That he does. The power potion restores your magical energy at costs 75 silver. That's a lot of money! There are many entrances to the halls of magical mastery in the south. Maybe they renamed it to Wit from Ham? Or Hom? After you have gained skill and a good reputation in magic, you should journey south to Shapir. If you are indeed worthy of being a wizard, you will find a way to those halls. Master the arts arcane. Use those skills to vanquish the evil curse and you will become a true hero. Because I often played a hybrid fighter wizard to become a paladin, I have done Wit in the second game, just because I could do it, even though I was a paladin. So I do know what happens there. There is much magic in this world for those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town, and a good deal of magic in this valley. That there is. There is an aura protecting this town from danger. Within most of its walls there can be no act of violence or cruel magic. Even so, it is prudent to avoid dark places. An aura is a spell of protection surrounding something. The town is still protected by the aura cast by the great spellcaster Arana. And if I do get to Quest for Glory 5, I think I will be picking Arana. Arana was a powerful spellcaster who lived long ago. She brought peace to this valley. Even now, her spell protects this town from violence or foul magic. Her final resting place is due north of town, and it is a place of both safety and healing. It is known as Arana's Peace. That's where I'm going to be sleeping every night. There is much power in this valley, and it attracts those who use magic, and yet there's only 2 wizards here. I am here. Erasmus has his house on Zorberberg, and even Baba Yaga has her hut cooped up somewhere around here. I suppose that's 3 of them with Baba Yaga. Though she's a hag. She is a powerful and wicked hag. You'll be wise to avoid her. She cursed the Baron von Spielberg when he tried to drive her away. Baba Yaga's hut is magical. It stands on chicken legs and you must know the rhyme to enter. All I remember is the now sit down. I have no interest in entering Baba Yaga's hut, and therefore do not know the rhyme. And to get the true ending, you've got to deal with Baba Yaga. This is Baba Yaga's curse cast upon the Baron years ago. Upon von Spielberg and all his clan, this the curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all that ye treasure. Yeah, they are huge. There is always a way to break a curse. Possibly Erasmus knows more about it. To be fair, wait, I can ask Curse again? Erasmus makes a point of studying the effects of magic upon mortals. There is little about magic in this area that Erasmus does not know. You only got to do most of these conversations once. So you get it all out of the way in the first day, almost. He was once a great leader of this land, and until he was foolish enough to anger Baba Yaga. Alright. I think I've asked about... No, I didn't ask about half the stuff. No, half the stuff, Magic Shop. What I sell here are merely tools to help those who have power. You may purchase restorative potions and scrolls from which you may learn spells if you have the potential. A true magic user has the innate affinity for magic. There is also the ability to store power, which ordinary mortals do not have. I'm a special mortal. We sell several magical spells on study scrolls. You may purchase Fire Dart for 60 silver, Fetch for 40 silver, or the Open spell for 30 silver. It's probably best to get Fetch first, I think. I also know you can find a spell if you learn the secret of Arana's Peace. And you can get one if you learn about Henry the Hermit, and if you beat Erasmus at his game. I do prefer the original EGA look, 100%. The fetch spell allows you to lift or lower a lightweight object from a distance. Spell will cost you 40 silver. I can't even buy it from here, so I can just talk about it. That is the spell that lets you cast a magical flame upon your enemy. It cost me 60 silver. It's a simple spell that allows you at first to unfasten simple locks and knots. As you gain in skill, you can even open doors with it. The spell scroll will cost you 30 silver. Zap we've already got. That is the spell that lets you place magical energy upon a weapon. The energy will be released as a magical damage when you hit your enemy. The scrolls we sell are magical. You have but to read the spell and you will learn it. To the north of the town, surrounded by the mountains, is an alpine valley that is rumoured to be the final resting place for Arana, although no one is certain what happened to her. I don't know if that actually is her final resting place or not. It might be, but I thought she actually died somewhere else, and that's just her garden. It's certainly a magical place of safety. There is also supposed to be a gift there for magic users who are clever enough to find it. Yeah, that just tells me more about Arana, which we already knew. And that was everything, so I might as well buy something from her. Right, that's my spells, and that's my run, walk, run, sneak, sleep, status, time, and tick. It's already midday, bloody hell. Chatting away to this person's wasted a lot of time. So I want the fetch spell. As you read the spell scroll, the spell is ingrained in your mind. So how many coins do I got left? Yeah, I used up all my coins. But that's okay. I don't know if it's a retcon or if it's just that she doesn't know the truth. This Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moosehead and other stuffed monsters, Saurus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, Cheetah, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. You see a registration book on the table and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. This entry was made several years ago. It says, Baronet Bernard von Spielberg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on this 23rd day of October. You sign your name into the adventurer's log with a flourish. I could talk to Loserpants, but I don't want to just yet. I want to look at the board first. Reward for return of the lost ring. Inquire at the healers. The poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture is of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the brigand Warlock. Description short, ugly, and wears brightly coloured robes. Has habit of laughing continually. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates. Yes. Quest for Glory was planned as a 4-parter, but at some point they decided they needed an extra game in between 2 and what would be 4. Which is why 2 ends with the Shadow of Darkness being hinted as the next game. Well, outright said to be the next game. But instead it's Trials of War, the Quest for Glory 3. I don't know whether it's... Some people say like that Ken and Roberta were like, we need another Quest for Glory game, you just need to put another one out. But there's also stories that Corey and Laurie, the Coles decided that they hadn't quite figured it out properly, and they needed an extra game where the hero would become stronger to actually go into the story for Quest for Glory 4. It might be a mixture of both, that they were asked to make another game to help the series out, or that they just decided an extra game was appropriate for their story. Typically people like kind of shit on 3 for being a bit rushed, being a lot of dialogue, not a lot of things to do in the world, but I think it's a pretty decent game. It's definitely not the worst Quest for Glory. I mean, 5's pretty bad, but that's because it was coming from Sierra as they were collapsing. A lot of that game was finished with like people working for no money. So the reason Quest for Glory 5 is bad is a bit separate from the rest of it. Though I do find the story they put into it to be quite bad itself, as well as some of the choices, like about Arana. Like Arana being your love interest. You've never met her, you've only dreamed about her, and Katrina has you've got much more of a tie to Katrina. So it's a really weird choice to be like, hey, who do you want to marry? Even the choice of hey, who do you want to save from death? It's all of a weird game. But hopefully I'll get there and play it as a wizard, and we'll be able to talk about it then. Wanted, brigand leader, description, unknown appearance, wears a cloak, must provide proof of leader's identity, reward of 60 gold coins, and title of Hero of the Realm. So this is the final quest for this game, but it's not the actual final thing either. So it's kind of a bit weird. Notice spell components needed, cash or trade for potions, acquire at the healers. This poster seems to have been here a while. It's a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baron Bernard von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle Gates. Apparently he's hard of hearing, and I can tell that from... His eyes are open, and yet he is asleep! Oh, what a glorious day it is. Oh, hello there. Got a lot to ask him about. This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It's also a good place to talk about adventurers on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielberg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got too old. Did I ever tell you about the time when Schultz and I rid this Valley of Antwerps? Yeah, we were real adventurers then, and this was a real guild hall. Now we are just old men, and this is just a place to tell old stories. You can see some of the types of monsters that live around here if you look at our walls. There are trolls, griffins, cheetahs, manta rays, and goblins wandering in the woods. I hear there are even some ogres and Saurus Rexes back in this valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of the monsters around here, but we are just too old for that now. Trolls are very tough. Fortunately, they only come out at night. The woods are very dangerous at night. The Saurus is a monster easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. It's like the second easiest monster to kill. The EGA cover that I had has a Saurus Rex attacking the hero and looks like it's about to defeat and kill him. Like, he's ripped up and torn. So I thought there was like a king dinosaur in this game. It wasn't until years later that I worked out it's just a Saurus Rex, and that's a bad player. Ogres are a lot like goons, but even meaner. Not as bright, though. Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up, they can take out an unwary adventurer. Cheetahs are ferocious creatures that charge you out of nowhere and try to tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. Those weird things are magical. They are best avoided. Don't mistake those things for Sauruses. When they come out at you, it's sometimes best just to run away. Sorry, there is supposed to be a big dinosaur, but I've never seen it then. Oh, no, I already asked about that. Over on the wall over there is where the jobs are posted for adventurers. Some have been there a long time. All of them have been there a long time. There just aren't too many good adventurers around here lately. You need to talk to either the Baron or the healer about that. Her house is just north of the town gate. She's a nice woman. The castle is just north of the healer's house. Alright. So, Schultz and I killed most of the monsters on these walls. Oh, bloody heck. One day years ago, a pair of dragons tried to take over our valley. We adventurers rode out to meet them. I can still see Stefan von Spielberg charging forward on his black horse. He slew that dragon whose head you see on the wall, and the other one flew off. I hear people see that other dragon flying high overhead sometimes, but has never dared to attack us again. This valley was overrun by those odd monsters one year. Schultz and I fought long and hard to rid the valley of the things. We might have failed even so had it not been for those two peculiar tourists who came to our aid. They said they were from some place called Andromeda. Must be someplace south of here, I guess. They certainly were odd. Two blokes from Andromeda. Who could that be? Someone should ask the Space Coast historian. He'll know about it. That was the most vicious moose I ever saw. Nearly bit my nose off. My sister was bitten by a noose. No, really. I remember the day I killed one. It was the biggest I had ever seen. I put up a tough fight, but I was tougher. You can see the results on the wall. Watch out for cheetahs. I bear the scars of my fight with the one on the wall to this day. Still, it is stuffed and I am still alive. He says he's alive, but I don't buy it. I remember when Hans killed the one there. It was a tough fight for him. That's, yeah, Hans Halfwitten. Man, I want to make a role-playing character called that now. He wasn't much of an adventurer, but he did manage to kill a Saurus before he made the mistake of tangling with a troll. Aww. Alright. I am Wolfgang Abenteurer, the guildmaster of this hall. I am supposed to keep track of all the adventurers and make sure they sign their names in the log. There was a time when I would go out and rescue foolhardy adventurers who got into too much trouble, but I don't get out much now. I feel sorry for him. Yeah, with the Baron losing his son and daughter, Baba Yaga, all the monsters, and now the brigands, it has just been one thing after another. Baron von Spielberg was once a brave protector of our valley. We used to adventure together when I was younger. No brigand or monster would dare show his face here if the Baron had not angered Baba Yaga. Now it is said he goes nowhere and sees no one. Now there was a hero, and worthy of the name Baron Bernard von Spielberg. He rode off to hunt one morning 5 years ago, and his horse returned with large claw marks on it. No sign of Bernard's body was ever found. I seem to remember, like, the idea is he was an idiot. He gets called a hero by this guy because he was all manly and brave, and he went out with his sword, but he was a dumbass, and that's what got him trapped and turned into the bear. Elsa was a beautiful 8-year-old child with blonde hair and sky blue eyes. She was her father, the Baron's joy. 10 years ago, she was carried off by something which flew over the wall and away with her. The search for her lasted many years, but at last everyone gave up, except the Baron's jester, Yorick. Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baron's Elsa. I wonder what happens to him in Quest for Glory 5. Because she's with Toro, the Minotaur. Obviously not with, but, you know, you think she'd be with Yorick as well. She is the center of our problems. I think Baba Yaga is a powerful ogre. Baron von Spielberg tried to force her to leave this valley, but she cursed him. Now the Baron has lost everything but his land, and I don't know how long he will keep that. What our valley needs is a hero. A real hero is someone who didn't start out strong or powerful, but uses his courage and brains and skills to become the best he can be. So, Hans Halfwitten could have been a hero. But he tried to take on a troll. There is a reward for anyone who can stop the brigands by capturing or killing the leaders of the brigands. You should read the bulletin board. Yeah, we already did that. Alright, curse. So... I think we did Spielberg, right? I don't know. Let's do that again. Spielberg Town is a small now that most people have been driven off by the brigands. This is such a pretty place too. It really is. With the mountains, forests, and waterfalls. The mountains surrounding this valley are very high. Snow covers the tops all year long. The only way out of Spielberg Valley is through the pass, though I hear that is blocked by snow again. The forests are full of monsters and strange creatures. They bloody well are. There are some nice waterfalls to the southeast of town. They fill Mirror Lake, which is lovely, but icy cold all year round. I wonder if there's a codename Iceman hiding out in there somewhere. There are some nice waterfalls to the southeast of town. They fill Mirror... Oh, I already did that one. This town used to be a thriving city before the brigands drove most of the people off. Oh, fuck off. Doesn't know much about magic. Casper at the store would like to be an adventurer, so he says... I've never liked that place. The bartender smiles all the time, but he's not very friendly. Crusher lives up to his name. He is nasty even for a goon. A goon is a lot like an ogre, but not as tough, but a little smarter. The sheriff's Otto and Crusher at the tavern are both goons. I think the bakery is almost always closed now. The baker tries to stay away from his wife. That's unfortunate. I don't think the butcher shop is open much more anymore either. They're both in the tavern playing cards. The farmer's mart is run by the centaurs, Heinrich... Yep, I'm not going to try and say that. I'm going to try, actually. Pedefiden and his daughter Hilde. There are not too many centaurs in this land. Heinrich and Hilde are good people. Schultz and I have been friends for a long time. He too was once a real adventurer. Now he's just the sheriff of this town. I like Otto, even if he is a goon. Schultz has him almost trained. Almost. I do like that they always bring up that Otto isn't fully trained. Oh, spells don't work here. Oh, yeah, it's already mid-afternoon. So much chatting in the first day. But I've already scored 17 points. Well, we might as well go out and solve the first quest. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just the cold. You are really on your own now, in a very dangerous place. The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smoke as you come up to the hut by the side of the road. Oh, the creature looks more like a small flying lizard than a bird. It's made of twigs, leaves, and herbs, probably stolen from the healer's garden. There is a bird-like creature sitting in the nest. I'm trying to get the actual... I don't think you can. But there is clearly something in there. I have Zap. And I have Fetch. Bloody fetch me that. You take a lovely gold ring from the nest. You place the ring into your pack and the nest on the ground. Aww. That poor bird thing. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open. A voice from inside says, "Come on in." The fragrance of herbs mingle with some rather unpleasant odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? You look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can show you healing potions if you like. I also buy spell components if you are interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I always have so much to do around here. Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but mostly I'm just known as the healer. I will be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet, Terry. Oh, that's my pet Terry, the pterosaur. He has a girlfriend, Patricia, or just Teresa, I suppose, with a nest in the oak outside my door. Not anymore, he doesn't. Terry keeps me company and listens while I chatter as I work. They are a species of flying lizard. I understand they can grow quite large in the south. I don't think we see any of them in Shapir, so it's kind of odd that they bring them up. My ring is shaped in gold like a braid of the herb Athelas with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it, and I hardly ever take it off. Athelas, king's foil. It's a weed. I will give 6 gold coins to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the College of Healing. Well, ho-ho. She makes a bunch of potions. Undead Unguent is used to drive off the minor undead such as zombies or floating spirits. It doesn't last long, so you should use it where you are going to encounter such things. There are not too many zombies in this land. Too damp, I suppose. There are some floating spirits, I have heard. Floating spirits are the ghosts which usually hang around graveyards at night. They are dangerous, so don't go near them unless you use Undead Unguent first. Funny, she hasn't told me how to actually make it. I have the skill to use my magic to create potions. I'm a bit proud about it. Not everyone can do that, you know. You should be proud. I always need need ingredients for making potions. Right now I need some of Rana's flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, and let me think. Oh yes, cheetah claws. I will be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I'll also buy back any empty flasks you have so that I can recycle them. Waste not, want not, after all. To be fair, Limbo of the Lost didn't just have stolen assets, they also had paid for. They did buy some of the assets. Especially like the big steam thing that's in it, the big steam tank with all the crab legs. Apparently that was paid for. They just took this would be like a photo. They take a screenshot of this and put it in Limbo of the Lost, I think. The trolls around here are tough monsters that cannot stand the light of day, so are found only at night or in caves. They are very difficult to kill, but I'll pay 2 healing potions for the beard of a troll. I use flowers from Rana's Peace to the north in nearly all my potions. They have some of the magic of the place, even when they are dried. I'll pay you 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. Almost due north of here is the meadow called a runner's peace. Oh, wait. It is a very magical area and understand that it is a place of safety. It is beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom. The cheetah looks like a cross between a panther and a man. It is vicious and tough. Unless you are a very tough fighter, you'd best try and get away from it. If you do manage to kill it, then I'll pay you 5 silvers for each claw. I'll pay you 1 silver for each empty flask you bring me, so I can use it for more potions. Mandrake root is used in a variety of spells, mostly for evil purposes. Mandrake must be pulled from a dead man's grave at midnight. The root is particularly powerful. That's a hint. You need to know that. You can see the Spielberg Castle from my yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards for company, so I hear. Poor man, he hasn't been the same since his son and daughter were taken from him. He was just a young, dashing man when he last rode off. He never returned. The dear child, I can still picture her with her beautiful blonde hair done up in braids. She was so sweet, it's hard to believe she is gone. Those brutes! I'm always having to heal someone they've beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves. Yes, do not steal from her, for she will not like you. Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How I've missed this. Here are 6 golds and 2 healing potions for your reward. Excellent. No. Right. Well, you put the reward away and tell her she is welcome as you leave to avoid being kissed again. I don't know, she's not that ugly. You know, go on, get back in there. Get another kiss, mate. She's just a happy person. My name is Carl. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg. The stablekeeper could use a strong young person to help clean out the stables. It does not pay much, but it is good, honest work. If you would like to take the job, come on in. Cleaning up after the horses is a good way to build up your muscles. My lord sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter. 10 years ago, the Baron's daughter Elsa was stolen away by magic. 5 years back, the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg went on a hunt from which he did not return. This was all clearly part of Baba Yaga's curse. Elsa von Spielberg was a lovely young child with braided blonde hair and bright blue eyes like her mother, the Baroness, used to have, till she died and turned into a corpse. A large winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa and vanished before the guards could fire upon it. We searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Even the jester Yorick joined the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards to storm Baba Yaga's hut, but I think their skulls sit atop her fence. Elsa von Spielberg would be 18 by now. Baba Yaga has a hut in the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. The Baroness died soon after the birth of her daughter. The Baron still mourns her. It was a very jolly fool who loved to laugh. He was devoted to Elsa and swore he would not return until Elsa was safe. This powerful ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortune. He is a vile creature, or she is a vile creature, who knows much magic. Maybe she can teach me. The Baron ordered Baba Yaga to leave, and she first cursed the graveyard. Then he sent the baronial guards after her. Only their captain returned to the castle. The captain spoke the words, "Hear me, O mighty Baron. Thou hast angered me, and thus you are cursed. All that you value shall you lose. All that you treasure shall be taken from you," in a strange voice. The captain then dissolved into a pool of sticky blackness. That's gross! Baba Yaga has her hut in to the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. Yep. Tell me about Bernard. The Baron Bernard von Spielberg was a proud young man and had dark hair and eyes of his father, the Baron. He rode off one morning and his horse returned without him. The horse had been raked by the claws of some large animal. There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet, but I fear he is dead. You'd be wrong. Yep, of 50 gold. For the capture of death of the brigand wallet, the reward of 50 gold. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, don't need to know about any of that. Yeah, I already asked about Baba Yaga in the other one. Already asked about the curse. Wait. Yeah, I already did all of them. Alright, so... Oh, bloody hell, this just goes on forever. I'm just going to quickly skip through most of these because I don't want to read all of this over and over again. Brigand Leader, Brigand Warlock. I'm only doing these to get points. Reward. Open the gate. Right. Basically, there's a bunch of stuff you can do to get money, and we just found out about all of it. So, there you go. Well, enter the castle grounds. Yeah. Baba Yaga has cursed everyone. The guard sensing somebody has arrived raises the portcullis. How did he sense that? That's smart. Maybe you should move a little more quickly. I think that actually hurt me. Yep. So that's why I saved. I'm going to reload. But we've learned everything we need to learn about doing stuff. This man, if you are a fighter, will teach you how to fight. But we don't care about that because we're not a trained fighter. We're a wizard named Kaith. Well, he's not here. Hello? Oh, I guess he's only here in the mornings. I thought he was here all day. Oh, there we go. Had to step on the right pixel. You looking for some work? Yes, I am. He's not really raking into a pile or anything. He's just like raking around in circles. He's not very smart. But don't pay you to rest. Get to work now. Yay! I'm a hero. I cleaned a stable. Pay me. The stableman hands you some coins and says, now you're 5 silvers richer. Excellent. The Baron was once known for his many fine and noble steeds. Only a few aging animals remain in his stable. That's unfortunate. Hopefully he didn't kill the other ones. It must be getting to sunset approaches. So we spent today essentially just talking. It would be funny if that actually was a minigame. I'm hoping I can get in here, possibly talk to Abdul. And buy a spell and then get out again. So I don't have to sleep overnight. Welcome, traveller, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shamin. At your service, may you find what you seek here. What I seek is this dude. Oh, it is indeed sad and dangerous times we live in when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving would be robbed of all his earthly possessions. No, I don't want to pay you money. You do not... No. Get out. I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish good food for drink? No, I want to talk to this guy. 2 weeks ago, I was going to be wealthy beyond what you could dream of. I, Abdul Adu, would be the first merchant into this valley this year, but my life was shattered by brigands. I don't know if either of them are confirmed fairies, but suspicions are had. Yeah. Brigands, they had magic. No, hang on. Threw something that made them itch. So it doesn't sound like a spell, it sounds like sneezing powder. They had a minotaur, the leader was wearing a cloak, and the voice was really high-pitched. The wizard was short and giggled all the time. And he has a magic carpet, that's important. His name is Abdul Adu, son of Ali Du, grandson of Hassan Du. And Shamin and Shapir are looking after them because They're all from Shapir, which is to the south and has problems, and they need a hero. Alright. Thank you. Goodbye. Didn't really... I'm not going to bother talking to everyone like that again. There is just far too much talking to be had. Hopefully, with my new amount of money, which is 6 gold coins. Actually, I'll grab that because I'm going to click on her with it. We really need the open spell. We kind of need the flame spell, but that costs way too much. That's going to be all of our gold coins, and we don't want that. So let's just get the open spell. That should leave us with 4 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces. So, you know, we're not too bad off. And hopefully we can quickly get up to the Arana's Peace. Oh, I don't think I can. I think night has fallen. Yeah. The gates will be locked, and I lack the ability to get over these gates. So, we're trapped for now. We'll have to spend the night here. So we might as well have a bit of fun with the night. Gone fishing, and he's gone fishing too. Though neither of them have gone fishing. Or I suppose they have. They're playing Go Fish. So that's kind of going fishing. Something glitters this way. Oh, look at that. This place seems sinister at night. Some strange object is glowing at the other end of the alley. This really is like a day for night shot in a crappy movie. That coin light spell gets them every time. See that dagger? The next one is centered on your back. Give Sneak here all your cash and you walk out of here. It is simple trade, your life for your money. Nah. Ah, you forgot to pay. What a shame. If you're a thief, you can do the thief sign, which I think is this, and that gets you out of there. The grimy window lets light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt and the bar with sticky beer. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression that you are not welcome. The butcher is wearing a bloodstained apron. He seems to be deeply involved in his game. He doesn't work there anymore, so what's he doing with blood on his apron still? The baker seems to be deeply involved in the game. They seem to be using old maid cards, but it looks like these guys aren't playing with a full deck. They're playing Go Fish. I believe every now and again one of them will yell Go Fish. You pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read. B. He is starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a bit, but I'll keep you posted by these notes. B. Time indeed for some dragon brew. What do you want? Well, dragon breath, actually. But yeah. If you want a mug of dragon's breath, house rules say it'll have to be cash up front. You cough up the cash. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Crusher, our friend here wants dragon's breath. This looks so much better in the EGA game. Ooh. There you go. You've never tasted anything like it before. Ooh, wow! Talk about a fiery brew. So in the EGA manual that I had, I assume that every EGA manual, it actually gives you like a list of things to do, like to start the game. And the final one is teaching you how to save the game, and then it tells you to drink the dragon's breath, which kills you. Which I thought was a really fun way of teaching you about the game having deaths and consequences like that in it. So you should save early and save often. So we don't have much choice at the moment. We're going to have to waste some of our money to sleep in the inn. I was planning on just sleeping in Arana's Peace all the time. because apparently that's the best place to sleep from my remembering and understanding. I think it fully heals you and fully gives all your magic back, unlike the rest of the spots. But 5 silvers is what you get paid to do the stable. So if you want, you can do the stable every day and pay for sleep. And you'll never be down money. But we did that. It's second day. It's time to start exploring the world. And by exploring the world, I mean it's time to run up to a runner's pace. Well, walk. If we get into a fight, I'm going to try and fight it. I haven't played this game combat for a long time, so I might not do too well, so you just have to forgive me for failing. Hello, Mr. Centaur. But I am going to try it a few times. I really want to get good at the combat. Might as well save again, actually, while we're on our exploration. I can cast Zap on myself. How much? 30 magic points, and Zap costs 10? No, 3. So I can cast Zap 10 times in a day, so that's not too bad. Yes, my cat? Yes, Manna? Why don't you... Oh, there's a goblin. There's a goblin. Let us cast Zap. And let's fight. Alright, so... Yeah, get him! Get him! Wreck him! Wreck him! I almost lost all my stamina and health, but I killed a goblin! And I got a single silver coin. I'm going to try restoring that. Yeah, that was way better. That was way better. Still only a single silver coin. I noticed like my mouse really jerks around in there. I don't know why. Possibly because my mouse is like so more advanced than back in the day. It's got such higher DPI. I was trying to use the arrow keys as well, but they didn't work. The meadow lies covered with a blanket of flowers. Unusual for the early spring, it is warm, even though surrounded by the late snows of winter. A large carved stone lies flat on the ground. You feel as though someone gentle was watching over you. You feel that you are safe here. The air has the fresh, clean scent of the mountains, accompanied by numerous perfume-like fragrances. There we go. Got a bunch of flowers. Clicked on the wrong thing again. The tree's blossoms are soft green and fragrant. The fruit sparkles in the sunlight, yet appears soft and fuzzy. We'll eat some of that. The sweet, juicy fruit of the tree is amazingly satisfying and refreshing. How did that actually help my stats? I don't think... Manna, what's wrong? Come here. Don't just sit down there meowing at me. I'm not going to walk out there and watch you eat your food. My cat is desperate for me to walk out there and watch him eat. And yes, this is one of the best bits of music. This is the MT32 version, so it's even better. The large stone appears to be ancient and deliberately placed. Marks carved into the stone almost look like writing. The stone has the words Arana's Peace carved upon the top. There are some runes carved along the side. He's not reading the runes on the side. Oh, it reads, If thy will is magic, so shall I share. Open this stone and claim what is there. Alright, let's Cast open. The stone has been moved. In a hole hidden beneath the ancient stone, someone has placed a scroll. The scroll vanishes even as you read the magical runes upon it. You now have the knowledge to cast a calm spell. So, you know, that's good. Calm's a very important spell. Though it's more of a puzzle spell than a legit spell. You can't cast it in combat or you die. Nope, I want to press this one. No. 60-minute rests. Hello, Ardawan. Right, I feel better. How's my actual stats now? That's much better. Time to go back out and find some more fights. Though, I should save. And let us go and try calm in battle. Hello, Mr. Troll, Goblin, Ogre. Hostile intent is evident. You prepare for battle. Oh, you can't even cast calm in this one. Because it's not down the bottom. Oh well. Yes, my cat, I know. If you want attention, come and talk to me. It's time for me to cheat because oh, Goblin, I want to fight again. I want to see if I can... Mana, no. Yep, casting calm in combat kills you in the original. Yeah! 2 down. Yay! Got 10 silver. That's not too bad. My cat is now sitting on my revolving chair and it's spinning for him. He's gonna really desperately want me to go after him, but I'm not gonna. Rest again. I feel better. That's my... Still mid-morning, so that's alright. Yeah, there we go. A lot of health back, a lot of stamina. That's good. So, for a wizard, combat is quite hard. You're going to spend a lot of time resting after battle. In this case, I'm not a wizard Harry, I'm a wizard Keith. Oh, I don't need open. Though apparently I can cast open on these. Wait, what? Affect the plants. Alright, wait for it to come out again. Fetch. He's going to cast it any minute now. Is the wizard Keith. Oh, I lost concentration. I have to practice some more. So, this is a good place to practice. I'm kind of skipping ahead for this puzzle because it's one I already know. Eh. I don't even know what he's casting at that time. I don't have enough magic points left. Wrong one. Wizard needs better reflexes, but Wizard needs food badly. Food that helps him, because he's dumb. But, you know, this is part of the game. This is the grinding that this game requires. And it's a lot easier to get back your mana points in VGA. In EGA, I don't think resting actually does anything for mana. No, I don't want to sleep all night. I want to just rest for 60 minutes. Alright, I'm too impatient, apparently. How did that do to my stats, though? You know, it's helped. My magic's up to 32 instead of 30, so I've gained 2 magic. I haven't gained any weapon use, even though I've killed 2 things with my dagger. So that's annoying. Let's go and try and find the Meeps. The Meeps are somewhere over this direction. And so is Baba Yaga. I don't really want to run into her, but... You know. You win some, you lose some. Though you don't die from doing Baba Yaga. Another fight. Zap, please. I'm going to use up all my stamina doing this. I don't have enough more for magic, so... I'm like 32. I got into Quest for Glory when I played it as a kid. And this is the VGA version. That's why it looks different. Baba Yaga! Baba Yaga does not welcome strangers. You have to deal with me before you can enter. Baba Yaga is one tough magic user. If you're so stupid that you want to enter, perhaps we can make a deal. Oh, that's Scum VM, that's all. All the other skulls have glowing eyes, but me? No. I don't need lovely glowing eyes. Just open and close the gate. That's all I'm good for. But if you can give me a glowing gem for my eyes, then I'll let you in the gate. Yeah, sure. You just use your hand on the monsters, I'm pretty sure. And you rip them off. Alright, we don't want to do our fight. Oh, hang on. What's my stats like? Right, we might want to step out. We might want to step back in and do one of the fights in there. I want to rest 60 minutes. I feel better. Yep, now I've got some magic points to work with. It might be good to do one of the fights. What time is it? Mid-afternoon. We've got plenty of time. Yep, come here, Goblin. I'll fight you. Nice! Wow, you threw that dead goblin a long way. I don't know how. I'm a weak little wizard. Hey, 5 silver. We made a bit of money today. I might have enough to actually start learning Flame Dart. And still mid-afternoon. If it gets to sunset, I'm going to have to leg it to get back to Arana. No, I'm not fighting you. Ah. The Meeps. Large, heavy-looking rocks cover the many holes. The Meeps must be stronger than they look to lift these rocks so easily. Meep! You hear squeaky muttering from beneath the ground. It seems the Meeps are having quite a discussion about you. Hearing a rumble from the Meep hole, you quickly slip out of the way. Meeps. These are my... I love Meeps. I love this guy. Hiya, hiya. Pleased to meet you. We are happy meeps living in our happy holes. Don't worry, be happy. Your little hands for feet. It's so great. We use rocks for doors. They keep us dry and warm in our holes. We like live in tunnels under the ground, you know. Hey, like fur is good stuff. Keeps us warm. Mine's the best. It's like green, you know. Oh, what? You want some green fur? I think I have somewhere. The VGA, the look isn't quite the best. They tried. The EGA version is better. This is probably one of the better look. This is the best looking VGA remake. Space Quest 1 and Quest for Glory 1 both look the best. Police Quest 1 is a horrible game. And technically, King's Quest 1's remake isn't in VGA. It's in SCI, but it's the more pixelated version we're more used to. So I do want to get a hold of that and play it one day. Because that remake, the King's Quest 1 remake's a little bit rarer, and people don't really talk about it all that much. That had a full-on dither remake. Gee, boss, I really don't know how much about that at all. Hey, sorry. Then why is it here? I found a scroll lying around in the woods one day. You want it? It's yours. That used to be a puzzle back in the day to work out to talk about to the meeps about magic. Now it's just there, so you're just like, yep. You pick up the spell scroll, and the magical runes fade. You find you now know how to cast the detect magic spell. Thanks, Meeps. Love you, my buddy Meeps. Alright, let's save. Day 2. Time, mid-afternoon. Stats. Technically, there never will be a Quest for Glory 6, but there is a Hero U made by Corey and, well, the Coles. So you can try that one. Can I rest for 60 minutes? Is it still... Sunset approaches. Alright. Yeah, I really enjoy 3, but there is a lot less to do, so I can see why some people don't. You know what? Let's save. There is something we can do. We can try... I don't want to get any fights. We're still going to try and get to the Dryad. Three is a big difference from 2. It's understandable why some people find it a bit confusing and a bit different. But I still really like it. You pick a handful of the smaller mushrooms and carefully put them away in your backpack. The trees look more vibrant than most of the forest. There's a ring of mushrooms in the center of the clearing. We don't want to come here at night. Or we can come here at night time, but probably not with the mushrooms. Ah. The beautiful white stag is foraging for food. When I was a kid, this blew my mind, finding the white stag. You seem to have startled the white stag. I suppose there was a way to fight the Dryad as well. You try to fight it, and she just killed you outright. But when I was making gifts, I couldn't get it to work. You follow the stag into this forest corner. You feel as though the eyes of the forest are watching you. You watch the stag, fascinated with his grace and beauty. There is something special about this place. Katu, stop it! The tree woman speaks. I am the Dryad, keeper of the woods. Are you one with the woods? Yes. Then you shall aid me, and I shall aid you in your quest. She looks so horrible in this. She should look beautiful. She does there. Bring me a seed from the spore-spitting Spirea of the north, that I may plant it elsewhere, in order to preserve these rare and magical plants. Thus will you become a true friend of the forest. So this is a place you can sleep at night, but I'm definitely not going to do it. The white stag is so brilliant and magical, that's why killing it gets you killed. Even though she does believe in the balance of nature. What, Kadu? It has my expertise is 17 now, so my zap should be doing more damage. Open is 9. Fetch is 14, so that's not too bad. Manananan. This one, I think, does have the Codename Iceman reference as well. But I'm not going to spend... Like, I think you got to wait like 5 minutes. I don't really plan on doing that just yet. I'm being chased by another goblin. Fight. Zap. I can, yeah, Codename Iceman is always after me. You stream it once, and it's like, nah. I own you now. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Goblin. Codename Iceman is a adventure game by Jim Walls for Sierra. And it is crap. Putting it mildly. Oh, I'm here again. I'll try using this again. Yeah, bottom tier adventures, right. On my YouTube channel, which is Darthhelmet86 as well, I've done a Let's Play of it. Well, I did a stream of it. So you can watch it. It took me 6 hours to beat, and I was pretty damn angry by the end. It was shockingly bad by the end of the game. Yeah, I've got some good stat ups so far. And sunset's still approaching. Yep, I only need to eat them once. Sleep all night. Yep, this loser buffoon becomes quite a few bits of royalty. You sleep comfortably among the fragrant flowers. You awake as the sun begins to rise. Yep, and that fully increases my stats. From my understanding, the other places you sleep don't fully get back your magic and health, whereas this place does. So this is where I'm going to be sleeping. And all because he took a correspondence course, yep. This guy ends up pretty powerful for, you know, what amounts to being a loser. Oh, I should save again, actually. This is day 3. It's not that important I save every day, but it's a habit I'm into, so I'm going to keep doing it. Might as well use up my magic points, since I can just rest for 60 minutes to get them back. And I do need to get that spore plant, that seed, so... I like sometimes he just stands there for ages, just like, any minute now I'm going to cast it. Any minute. Cardia! It's really annoying when you think... I keep thinking he's about to do it too. Oh well. I'm hoping this is the right solution still. Elder Scrolls uses a similar system, the whole, like, leveling up by doing. So, kind of. It kind of is the Quest for Glory of nowadays. At this point, Quest for Glory, you know, it ends up being a lot more adventure game than role-playing game by the end. You know, combat just becomes all about timing and stuff and that, so... Dragon Ball is also on Crunchyroll, I believe. Oh, I cast Calm when I didn't mean to. That didn't work in my favour. I'm too impatient to rest. Alright, time to head back down. I've got some stuff to give to the healer for some money, as well as for getting part of the Dispel Potion worked out. And I need the Dispel Potion. How much money do I have? Alright, so I've got like 7 gold pieces, so I should get Flame Dart as well. So I need to start casting that all the time. Hey, he raked my feet! I'm a raked. I've been assaulted. Hey, lovely lady! See, I need to just blow my nose. Roleplay is a vague term. A role-playing game is, you know, a lot of things. There's action role-playing. There's ones more like this, so, you know, it's hard to call anything an actual role-playing game. And I get some silvers for getting a run of peace flowers. Have some mushrooms. And some green fur. I don't think I even talked to her about... No, hang on. Yeah, she doesn't have... Maybe I'll have to talk to her about... No, I haven't actually found out about the Dispel Potion from her yet. So that's a bit weird. But... I have more experience and more magic now. Time to go and buy Flame Dart. I think, yeah, the Dryad... Because I'm used to the EGA version where you just, like, Dispel Potion, and she's like, here, this is how you make a Dispel Potion. I think in the VGA one, you do need to actually get the Dryad to tell you about... This grubby place must be an alley. It feels strange here, colder than the rest of town. There are some barrels discarded here. A beggar holds out a bowl towards you. Alms, alms for the poor. This is where I learned the word alms. I had to ask my parents, then I had to spell it, and then they had to look it up in a dictionary. Thanks. You know, it's really tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all the trade away. This used to be such a nice place to live. My advice to you is not to take up begging. It just doesn't pay, and don't go out at night. Might as well just get all this stuff out of the way. He doesn't like working. He's a beggar. His name is Sam, and he appears in Quest for Glory 5. Gets run over by the car. Oh, I can't remember his name, but I know the one you're talking about. Used to be a great place. Used to be... Oh, he don't want to talk to me no more. Unless I give him more money. Alright, there's no other note there yet. That's all I was checking. I actually tried to remake Quest for Glory 1 in Neverwinter Nights. I tried to rebuild, like, the town. I built a couple of the townhouses and stuff like that. But I ended up giving up. It was just too much work to get it done. I should have enough. I should have 8 gold. So I should better get Flame Dart. It was, yeah. I tried really hard. Quest for Glory made such a mark on me. I really tried to remake it in Neverwinter Nights. I built the inn, I built the magic shop, I built the guild hall, but I stopped when I was building the tavern. And I even had like some of the conversations put into it. Not all of them, just some of them. And I was going to have like all little quests and that. And there we go. We've learnt our final spell, Flame Dart. And I am 2 gold and 5 silver. I'm not broke, but definitely going to go do the stable and do the sweeping. Time of day? Mid-morning. Alright. Still got plenty of time. Alright. Oh. Star Wars is good. You don't have to enjoy it, though. You want to know what's terrible? This is terrible. That. Right there. And I can get you other things that are terrible, too, if you really want me to prove, you know, what things are terrible and what things aren't. That's Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude. You're right. It could be box office bust, which I have somewhere. So, you know, don't start me. Yes. I always need work. It builds up my stamina, and I get 5 silver pieces. I also own the original Shaq Fu and Superman on the Nintendo 64. So, I own a lot of really bad games. By definition, bad games. I don't know, like, I'm interested in what it's going to be. I'm worried it'll be, haha, offensive jokes are funny. But they don't seem like that. So I'm really hoping it's going to be, you know, a really well-made game with good jokes and good puzzles in it. We'll have to wait and see. At least it's not the guy who did the third remake. That's nice, dude. You got nice form. I should probably rest for 60 minutes to get some... I've got 6 magic points. I don't want to rest unless I need to. 20 expertise in Zap. And I need 5, but it costs 5 to cast it. Alright, I've got 20 in Fetch as well. I'm wondering if it's actually open I need to cast on them to, like, rip them open and pull the seed out. And not Fetch. Oh, Bruno's here. Bruno's fun. I don't know what those guys are called, but the guys who did the new King's Quest, that was really good. I would like them to have got Leisure Suit Larry or Space Quest or Quest for Glory. But I fear that because of how poorly that game did, they won't be getting anything else. If you notice, he throws that dagger twice. What's in it for me? If you give me silver, I might have a bit of info you can use. Haha, I'm not that dumb. Actually, let's go this way. We'll see if the fox is over here. Fox? I might need to go towards the ice and then back. This looks so much better. Once again, this looks better in the EGA version. It looks a lot more rocked in and fallen over. Also, there he goes. There's the fox trapped on the road. Oh, crap. I clicked through his message. You know what? I'm reloading because I want to see that message. Ace Hardway, I think that's what it's called. I mean, the two guys are working on that. It should be coming out at some point. And that's not technically a Space Quest hero. Sequel, I should say. But, you know, it's close. Probably closer than we're ever going to get any other way, so, you know. There seems to be a fox north of the road. This time I'm not going to click through the message like I did. Help me, brave and kind hero. My foot is caught in this trap. If I had hands like you instead of paws, I could free myself. Look at him again, actually. You talk to me? Oh, I'm just gonna... Apparently I clicked free instead of talk. You spring the trap. Definitely furries. In exchange for your kindness, I will give you some advice and a bit of information. First of all, it sometimes pays off to be polite, even to rude people. As for an amusing tidbit, Baba Yaga put an enchantment on the Baron's daughter some years back. To break the spell, you need to talk to the Dryad. Au revoir, ta-ta, bye now. Be seeing you. Bye, Fox. I love you. I don't know who I think the rude person is the Frost Giant. I can't think of any other... Okay. Ah! Talking Fox! Kill it! Kill it with fire! Let's see if the codename Iceman glitch. Or not glitch. Bloody hell, my brain is fried today. The codename Iceman Easter egg's here. I'm really sure it is. But I don't want to waste my day, so I'm going to save. Beautiful Spigalisi or Mirror Lake. You pause for some peaceful reflection. They are working on it. Like, we know that much. The game will come out, but whether it'll be as promised, who knows. It turns out making video games is really fucking hard. And if you haven't been in the industry for a while, you might want to rethink getting it published through Kickstarter. You might want to actually get it published. Not that they could, because no one was touching their games, but, you know. Maybe they could have sold it to Dave from Wedget Eye Games. I use this location to gif the sticking a lockpick up your nose and killing yourself, because I find it to be the most beautiful. I'm pretty sure there are updates on their page on the Kickstarter if you're actually a member, like you've paid into it. Come on. I want to see the codename Iceman reference. There was like a million Five Nights at Freddy's parody games. Oh, while people are here, what version of Quest for Glory 2 would you rather me play? The VGA remake that was made recently, obviously the last 10 years, or the original EGA? Fair enough. I don't mind, because I think the EGA is really good. The remake that was put out was also really good. No. Oh! No, it's an Echo the Dolphin. Not Echo the Dolphin. Bloody hell. It's an EcoQuest reference. Delphinus is looking for a hero to help save Illyria. Yeah. So yeah, no codename Iceman. It's EcoQuest. I've got Detect Magic, but I don't have Trigger. The roar of the waterfall fills your ears, and the cold spray dampens your face as you approach. Magic. I have enough to cast Detect. Oh, there we go. If you cast Detect Magic, you can see the ladder. I thought you needed a trigger to actually see the ladder, but that's fair enough. You knock 3 times. A voice from inside says, "Just a minute, just a minute. Please move away from the door." Nah. Grumble. Nobody here, I guess. I love that. I love that. Oh, and then I clicked off. It's Henry the Hermit! Oh, hello, go on in. God, he looks like a pimple. He looks even more like a pimple. Hello, how are you? Have we met before? I'm Henry the Hermit. That's me. Me father was an hermit and me mother was an hermit. So as I come by me job rightly. How did his mother and father meet to be hermits? Like, you know, they live apart. How did they meet? Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Tell me your name. Yeah. I'm not going to read all of this out. I mean, there was too much reading at the start. The Flying Falls. Yep. The ladder. He knows some magic. Erasmus taught him some spells. He's my friend, Ian Fenris, powerful wizard he is. So Zara's wrong. There's another wizard. It's Henry. Yeah. Mage Maze is what I want to beat Erasmus at. So yeah, so we've got they met in the town hall, and then they left each other. They met at the yearly meetup, or the Hermit convention. The yearly Hermit meet. Yeah, they're good. That's some good ideas for how the Hermits met. He knows Trigger. Please give me the scroll for Trigger. Yes. He summons it with Trigger. Thank you. Brigands. Thanks, Henry. I don't have an empty empty bottle, so I can't get the stuff yet. How much magic have I got? I got 4. I need to rest for 60 minutes. How much magic do I have now? I have 16! Much better. So now I know Trigger. It's Flame Dart, that's Zap. Trigger. Not that I really need Trigger, but you need Trigger to do Maze Mage. Keith never poops. No, Keith's not a big pooper. He's not big at doing anything. Alright, we've got another fight. And I'm going to try and use Flame Dart in this fight. I'm going to zap this goblin with Flame Dart. Oh, okay. You know, I do a bit of damage. And 9 silver. You know, not bad. I'm too impatient to rest, so what should I do? What should I do? I really just need to do stuff to build up my wizarding powers, really. So I can rest and cast more magic. I learned throwing in there, but I don't really do it. I already drank the Dragon's Breath at the start of the stream, so that joke's one and done, I'm afraid. Or I might end the stream drinking it again. Brigands. It's a very good drink. A bit hot and spicy, but if you're tough like me, you can survive it. I like that I'm just like walking around at a slow pace. Just ambling through the forest. Nothing important. This must be the town graveyard. What a rundown place. Time for a little graveyard humor. It's certainly creepy here, even during the daylight hours. Sadly, there's not the open grave, so I can't walk into it. There is a bathhouse in Assassin's Creed Origins. You actually kill someone in there. So, you know. They can be found, rarely. I'm heading back to the Speria plants, because I really need to get that seed. Nope, that's the Meeps. So that means that's Baba Yaga. So I need to go further right than north. So yeah, I played this game so much when I was a kid growing up, I know this map nearly off by heart. Oh, I don't have any magic. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to fight these ones either, because once again, I've got no magic at the moment. I do want to come back and fight them, but not now. I shouldn't have to run, though. Now there's two of them. Oh, this is Baba Yaga. Yeah, I know, you want the gem. So that was probably the Spiria plants back down here, and I missed them. So much for knowing the map off by heart. Ugh. Alright, found the Meeps again. God, I love the Meeps. I'd love a toy Meep. By heart as also. It really does, because I've forgotten where the Spiria plants are, and I've been there twice. It must be further north than what I'm expecting. And sunset's approaching, so we're really going to have to head just to the, to Aranas anyway. Because that's where we're sleeping again. Hey, I found him in the end. We're going to rest for 60 minutes. Fetch, baby. I would sleep at Baba Yaga's, but she always makes me dinner. And some people are going to get that joke, and some people won't. Is it open I'm meant to be doing? I really thought it was fetch, but maybe it's open. It does keep telling me I need to practice more, so that's what's making me think that it's fetch. I mean, fetch is at 20. That's like the max, I think. It might be that I'm just bad at casting it. Yeah, points climbing. But I didn't want to do a hybrid. Because otherwise I would have done points in climbing. I can't think of anything else but this to cast open on. Either. And I've already eaten one of them today. Sleep all night. It's possibly my intelligence needs to go up. Or just my magic needs to be higher. Right, time to get another fight. Cast a lot. You can play Erasmus as well. And that's got open it. I might actually, you know what? We're going to go to Erasmus's today. It's time. I do need to play... Oh, no, I'm not fighting you. You're a brigand. You can get out. Nope. Want nothing to do with you, mate. I'm just going to slowly walk away from you. Oh, he's just like following me, like, yeah, I'll get you eventually. Come back here. Well, he didn't rake my feet this time, so that's polite of him. Thank you for not raking my feet. Well, let's see if we can cast open on this one. Nope, no effect. I mean, that's a bit insulting saying he's as good as a regular Sierra Rider. Because that's not very good. I don't think it's this one. I think going up here and to the right will be the... That's the Frost Giant. I think it might be the next one up. For Erasmus's. A little bit above Jim Walls. Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh. Jim Walls is pretty bottom of the barrel unless you want to make a joke about how making out once is the love of your life. Why does he keep walking away from the... He keeps... There's something wrong, mate. You're broken, Keith. I think I broke Keith. Excellent. This is probably going to take up a lot of my stamina. A sign appears. It reads, Willkommen auf Zappenberg. I suppose that's welcome to Zauberberg? In German? Another sign. Trespassers will be towed. I think he said he was joking about being a 30-year-old version. How the hell does this... Like, the valley's blocked in. How does this exist in the valley? You feel as though you have just scaled the Matterhorn in full armor. What a climb. You can see all of Spielberg Valley from here. After you finally catch your breath, you can see that you have reached the rather eccentric-looking house that you saw from below. There is an ugly gargoyle above the entrance. This looks like a cave. Stand fast. He who would the wizard see first must answer questions 3. What is your name? King Graham Cracker. Inigo Montalban, which is the Princess Bride one. And Puddin' I don't get that joke. What is your quest? Want to be a hero? Want to be a wizard? To dream the impossible dream? To fight the unbeatable foe? I want to bloody go where no one has gone before, or boldly go. Star Trek would be a lot different if it was bloody go. It'd be the Klingon Star Trek. We bloody go where no one's bloody been before and spread the blood. I seek the Holy Grail. Who put the aura around the town? That was Arana. And a right peaceful place she made it. Go on in. The wizard will see you now. Go directly up to the tower. Do not dally. This room is full of odds and ends and stuff. The wizard must be a real character. Your eyes are drawn to the eyes of the figure in the portrait. His intense staring is unnerving. This would not be someone to trifle with, for he looks subtle and quick to anger. There is a strange figure on the bookshelf. It looks like an overgrown rat wearing a wizard's hat. The poor stuffed peacock seems bedraggled, worn, and overused. It's the famous Dunking Dragon. You haven't seen one of those in years. This is a Zen lamp. You feel enlightened in its presence. I think they did get rid of it. This is a sarcophagus, probably on loan from the Egyptian section of the Lydecker Museum. You can tell because it has a ribbon around it. So that's a Dagger of Amun-Ra reference, the Laura Bow sequel. It's tied in a Laura Bow. The stupid still stands there steadily. The books on the shelves of the bookcase appear to be very old, very rare, and very magical. You find titles like Zen and the Art of Magical Maintenance, How to Be a Halfling, The Sensuous Succubus, The Lusty Aragonian Maid, The Sensuous Succubus, and Tobin's Spirit Guide, Volume 2, Asmodeus to Caspar. So that's a... Erasmus likes to keep his suits well ironed. So there's a Ghostbusters reference. So there's still a couple of references around, but some of them are gone. Oh, he was here all along! King's Quest 6 probably still has the most references in one scene. Come in and sit down. Fenris, our guest has arrived. Cheese, please. Man, that's a powerful rat. Ah! Since you are a practical practitioner of the magical arts, you might be interested in a little game I have. Do you know the spell open? Yes. Do you know the spell fetch? Yes. Great. Now can you cast flame dart? Yes. Ah, good. Now all you have to know is the spell trigger. I don't suppose you know that spell, do you? Yes. Wonderful. Then you can play a game of Mage's Maze with me. You do want to play, don't you? Yes. I'll teach you the dazzle spell if you win. Hell yes. Let's save. I don't know which one I am. Am I purple or blue? I assume I'm blue. Use the ladder. I don't know what it... That's fetch. Guess I've got to fetch it. I'm 100% not good at this game. I haven't played it before for a long time. This one's trigger. Is it not trigger? I'm out of magic points. Let's this is why I saved though. Plus this is I don't have anywhere near enough magic points at this point to actually to beat this games. Oh, he stole it! He stole my thing. See ya, Arduin. It was nice having you here. Will that lure him over there? I don't know where to trigger things, so that's part of the problem. But this is just about learning the game, so I don't mind, really. I mean, if you go up here, you're just following behind him. I thought there was your own way down here, but it's not. Oh, triggering changes how big the thing is. Not the ladders. It's probably fetch for the ladders, isn't it? Shows how dumb I am. Wait. Where did... My character just got snapped back to the start. I think he stole my bridge. Right. Needs to be big to go down the ladder. Wait for him to get down. Needs to be small. I think he just got even bigger. I think I need to fetch twice more down the bottom here by the looks of it. Will I have enough magic to do it? I'm not sure. But I'm a lot closer than I've ever been before. Oh, bloody hell. I've actually got just enough. If I didn't waste the spell by clicking it too early, I would have had it. Take that, Erasmus. Make him big. Now make him small. Open that. Hey, he did it to me before, so I did it back. That's fair's fair. I don't want to waste the spell. I want to like leave it because I don't want Erasmus to steal it because I only got like 2 casts left. Ah, bloody heck. I clicked open instead of grab. Oh. I think I'm going to beat it. So it's fine. Well, you seem to have beginner's luck. It only took you 1 game to win. Usually takes at least 500 tries for anyone less than a full wizard to defeat me. As I promised, I shall now teach you the spell known as Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle. Hell yeah! I do so enjoy playing the Mage's Maze. Did he teach me Razzle Dazzle? Let's trigger. There we go, the Dazzle spell. Which is like Calm. Kaith! He wins! Kaith is strong! Kaith is tough! He's a wizard of some renown. What am I? Some sort of object? Am I invisible or something? That you talk about me behind my back, in front of my face? Sheesh, no respect. It's hard to take anyone very seriously who wears such a ridiculous hat. You're one to talk. That's right, you can't talk to him while he's drinking. That's rude. If magic be the loot of life, play on. The quote was music, not magic, and it was food, not loot. How about magic makes the world go round? Money makes the world go round. Oh. Very well then, to put it in my own words, magic is the essence and the soul of life, and the wizard is her poet. Keith Need Crom. Actually, it was Merlin who said that first, but he used the term magician, not wizard. Fenris, there are times when you would look better as a newt. Why is that? Because newts can't talk. Neither can most rats. He got you, mate. The rat got you. Zara's good. She's got a flare. Baba Yaga's evil. She's good at curses. Oh, yes? A counter curse is a curse for a curse. It usually works against the one who cast the curse in the first place. The counter curse for the curse of the Baron goes, come a hero from the east, free the man in the beast, bring the child from out the band, drive the cursor from the land. Actually, I'll be right back. Ooh. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I really had to go to the toilet. I mean, trying to hold it in for a while, and then my body was like, nah, you need to go, mate. That's what you get for getting old. There are many types of magic mirrors, so there's a magic mirror we need to use to counter the curse. Yeah, he's never met a Rana. See, that just says that she's got a nice magical meadow, not that she died there. Or she's buried there. The protection spell she cast is fairly good, but if she missed a few places, she did. I thought the Erasmus Razzle Dazzle Root Beer was a wonderful name for a product. It's a shame the company went broke afterwards. I would drink Razzle Dazzle Root Beer. A random spell prevents the use of excessive violence or hostile magic when it Spielberg's walls, and a couple of places. The back part of the alley, and it's only above the ground, not below the ground. Which means in the thieves' basement you can get killed. These people just go on a lot, so I'm just getting this all out of the way. Brigands. Yeah, he's more of a nincompoop than a necromancer, and he laughs too much when he casts the spells. So basically, the hint is that the warlock is actually Yorick. Teach me about Dazzle. So you can use Dazzle in combat, and it stuns people, and that lets you attack. Henry the Hermit. So if you need to learn where that Henry the Hermit has it, you can ask Erasmus. And Fetch is one we already know, and Open was one that was hidden. So, yeah. No. That's odd. It's sweeping the valley. Ha ha! A little wizard humor. I don't know how to say goodbye to him. I'm just going to stand up. Not in my house, you don't. Good enough. I said goodbye. Hey, my magic points are up to 40. That's not bad. What's the time? Day is dawning on day 4. We've got lots of time today. How dare anybody stand in this house? But it's coming up to the 2-hour mark of actually playing the game. So I'm going to head back to the town. If I get into a fight, I'll deal with it. Oh, there is a fight coming for me. I'm going to head to the town and then drink the dragon's breath. And then stop streaming for today. Oh, he didn't follow. Oh, that's unfortunate. I wanted to kill the Saurus. Killed a bunch of goblins, so a Saurus would be cool to kill as well. I mean, Quest for Glory 3, you click on yourself to click hello and bye. But he won't actually talk to himself in this one. I think this one was actually made just before Quest for Glory 3 by the looks of it. Yep, that's the town. I'm looking around the town again for no reason. Day 4. Save. And then I've got to... Basically, all I've really got to do is get a bunch of the stuff for the Dispel Potion and for the Dryad's Undead Unguent. Which I think I can just buy. Not the Dryads, the healers. So then I can go into Baba Yaga's. One Dragon's Breath coming up. That's a great animation. For how ugly most of this game is, that is a beautiful animation. So thank you all for coming. You've been lovely. All the people who are here, all the people who were here. I'll be streaming on Twitch more often now. It seems to be working. I didn't get any random bit drops or anything like that, and my Twitch chat didn't drop out. So everything's looking good, guys. Hope to see you again on my next stream, which will either be Police Quest 2 or Return to Zork. Continuing those two games. And I will still be uploading to YouTube from Twitch. I'll be exporting. So if you guys can say Fenris Potatoes, so I know you've heard me say goodbye to all you lovely people, that would be great.